what appears to be an apocalyptic Ohio disaster. Toxic pollution is expanding into the atmosphere, and from what experts are saying, it will last for months, and the entire northern hemisphere will be affected. The Ohio disaster is global. The wounds of the USA have only just begun. The protectors of the world seem to be unable to protect it. In addition to soils and water horizons and waterways, the pollution is also extending into the atmosphere and is expected to last for several months. The entire northern hemisphere is potentially affected. Due to lack of information, it's impossible to quantify the damage to health. And we recently had images on social media showing us that birds are dropping dead from the skies. Now, the cocktail of toxic chemicals released as a result of the Norfolk Southern Railway train derailment in Ohio could lead to serious environmental damage, experts say. Newsweek reports, while listing the toxic substances released into the environment. Fish have died in the streams, pets have also died, and residents have reported symptoms related to exposure to toxic chemicals after the train derailed near East Palestine, Ohio on February 3rd. But many people fear the true scale of the environmental impact has yet to be identified, despite being told on February 8th that it was safe to return to their homes. The Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, released a full list of toxic chemicals released after the crash, which include vinyl chloride, butyl acrylate, ethyl hexylene acrylate, and monobutyl ethylene glycol. This is a really huge environmental disaster. Gabriel Da Silva, an atmospheric chemist at the University of Melbourne, Australia, told Newsweek. He said it's a huge environmental disaster. Experts say the duration of the spill's ecological impact depends on the speed and efficiency of the cleanup operation, as well as weather conditions. A large fire was caused by the derailment of the train of approximately 150 wagons, of which 20 were carrying hazardous material. To prevent a massive explosion, 5 rail cars carrying vinyl chloride were breached by emergency responders, the chemical diverted into a ditch and burned. At the time, officials warned that it would send toxic phosgene and hydrogen chloride gases into the atmosphere and ordered evacuation in Ohio and Pennsylvania. Mark Glass, principal environmental consultant at Downstream Strategies, which has advised state and federal pollution projects in West Virginia, told Newsweek that the gases are very volatile, so they will not be in the air for very long. He said, phosgene is a very toxic gas, and when it's in the air, exposure to it is sometimes not immediately apparent. Now, what does he mean by this? Officials said that they announced the end of the evacuation order, that toxic gas levels were at safe levels, even when recorded at the crash site. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine described the air quality readings as basically similar to what you would expect before the train derailment. Local residents, however, complained of headaches, burning eyes and noses, as well as sore throats. The American authorities are accused of being opaque in relation to the accident and its consequences. This is from Deep End News, and I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box